What does a fireball look like?
Am I allowed to swear? No. It's f***ing big.
Cath had a cup of tea, I had a beer.
Yeah.
Stressful situation.
Yes.
Calm the nerves.
Calm the nerves.
I turned around and I saw a 10-storey fireball, like literally, I don't know, maybe less than 100 metres away. There was white smoke billowing, but flames shooting out the top of it. The trees were crowning. I just automatically went into fight mode, grabbed Dougie and basically headed out the front door to go down that gully to the beach. Flames were rushing up that gully from the beach. It was unbelievable. I had to try and make my way through the bush and run down another way, which I'd never imagined. By the time I got to the beach, I was so terrified that I ran into the water.
What was Dougie doing?
He was trying to get out of the water.
After Cath had left, it was pretty dangerous. The winds were blowing embers as big as your arm horizontally through the air, lighting up spot fires. The radiant temperature just got too hot and I dropped the fire hose and ran inside the house.
Reliving it a little bit intensely now.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay, but it does, yeah, it was quite a day. I was on the beach and I was standing there shivering, and a woman next door to me said, "You don't look so good, you know, maybe we could help you." And I just stared at her, and they turned out to be a medical family. The fires were still raging, but you could actually get to their house on Rosedale Parade, and they took me there. She found some clothes for me to put on and wrapped me in a dressing gown and gave me a sugary drink, and then boom, I came back into my body and I went, "Oh my God, Jack, he might be very, very badly hurt or something. I have to do something."
By that time, the fire pump had caught fire, was no longer working. Our garden hose had melted. There was nothing I could do about this fire that was now taking hold of our house. So made my way over to the neighbour's house next door. Went in there and I had a big drink of water. Then, as had also happened at our house, their fire alarm went off, their smoke alarm. They can't be turned off easily, you know, or destroyed, so you just have to put up with it. And then the fire kind of abated. It had moved on. Came out of the neighbour's house, passing our house, which I could see was fully alight. There was nothing to be done about it, so I put that out of my mind. Nothing to be done about any of them. Cath and I had agreed on a certain cave, but Cath wasn't there. I was sitting in my Land Cruiser in the middle of the court, just wondering what to do, because I'd looked everywhere that I thought she could be, and she wasn't in any of those places. It was clear that nobody could have survived outside of protection during that fire. I sent a text to our neighbours that said something like, "All houses gone except D&D's, our neighbours. Cath is missing." I'm just flummoxed as to what to do, and a Channel 10 TV crew of two guys rolled into the street and they said, "Oh, are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay, but Cath is missing."
You weren't really okay.
Well, I wasn't really okay. Because they said, "Oh, well, can we help you?" And I said, "Oh, yes, she might be at the main beach, you know, could you drive me down there?" Then I had the idea, well, what if we leave a note for her in case she comes back while you're away? And I tried to write a note and they said, "No, you can't write, give it to you." So they wrote the note that said, "Jack is okay, he's gone to Main Beach to look for Cath."
The doctor who had been, and his wife who'd been looking after me, I said, "We've got to go up there." So we went in his four-wheel drive. I got out of the car and started calling out for Jack. And then I saw the note We went down to the beach and I can see Jack talking to these people.
I said, oh, have you seen a woman with a bob and blue jeans and a brown dog? They said, oh yes, she's at such and such a number, Rosedale Parade. I thought, well, great, that's really specific. Started to walk back to the car park to go up there, and then Cath comes running through the dunes and we have the cinematic reunion.
Did you hold it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, honestly, at that moment, didn't give a shit about the house or that stuff or anything. All that mattered was that he was alive. So the most amazing thing is that Land Cruiser with this wooden sign on top of it survived.
The sign said climate action now or question mark.
I took a photograph of Jack standing next to his car with his sign, and that particular photograph went viral.
For us and for so many people around the world, the question mark was filled in. The worse we let climate change get, the more expensive it will be to recover.
We need to have governments that are custodians of the environment as well as just looking after people's hip pocket, basically.
Some countries have to lead and say we're curtailing fossil fuels in favour of cleaner energies. One of the best things people can do is join a local climate action group. One, you're amplifying the climate action movement, but you're also helping your own emotional and mental health.
I just want people to vote for the politicians that will do something about this very, very important issue.
The fire burned up my tinny, which is now in the National Museum. It's got Climate Action Now written on it. Look, part of my restorative processes was building this boat. It's kind of a better boat, it's easier to row than a tinny. And who said that an EV couldn't tow your boat, mate? The weekend turns out not to be wrecked after all.